sacrifices, play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Yeah, I fixed the mic. Yeah, we good. We can see everybody?
Yeah, we sure.
Are we live, ladies and gentlemen? Cigar 615, we are live, the first in-person podcast, and we got the light from the blinds coming, but it's all good. And so yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
What y'all do for Mother's Day, man?
We got up and we drove all the way to Memphis to surprise our grandparents. They didn't know we were coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then because my grandparents run a church, so we did that. That was pretty cool. Because I haven't seen them in ever.
Yeah,
Because of college and ball or whatever. So I haven't seen them in it. But yeah, it was great.
Ooh, man.
What you guys do?
I just took my mom out to eat.
I came here.
Yeah.
My mom's low key. She's just like, I'm like, what do you want? She was like, give me whatever. I'm like, well, that doesn't really help me out too much.
They always
So,
say that, man.
I'm like, come
Just
on.
like, okay, I guess I'll just buy you food then.
It's like, but well, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, because our friend Mitch, who couldn't be here because of a wedding, he's a Canelo fan, and the group message got a little heated yesterday.
He's not only a Canelo fan, he would suck off Canelo if he was standing right in front of him. That's how big of a Canelo fan he is.
Because Canelo, he lost, it was unanimous decision, right?
Oh yeah, he didn't win one round. Yeah,
It was that bad?
yeah, he didn't win.
How many rounds did it go?
It was.
He went the distance. He went the full distance, but he didn't win a thing. Yeah, he moved up in weight. He went from 165 to 175.
So out of 12 rounds, he didn't win one?
Nope.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
That's tough.
That is tough. I'm not sure the guy's name, but yeah, he dominated. And I didn't even watch the fight. I just watched some of the highlights. Yeah, I wouldn't include.
Do you think it's just like a one game, maybe he was just off that day? Or do you think it's
Did he
like
train hard enough, or
do you think it's like the downhill of, because he's been boxing for a minute.
He's
got
been
like
in the game.
60-something fights.
He's 57-4. So yeah, he's been fighting forever. I think he went professional at like 17. I'm pretty sure he fought Floyd when he was 17. Like that was his second career fight.
it was like what, 30?
He's in his 30s, yeah.
So it's been.
Didn't Logan Paul win a couple of rounds against Floyd Mayweather? Or just win like one?
You talking about Logan? No.
No, he didn't win one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you're asking the Paul brothers, they say yeah, but if I watched the whole fight, I don't think he won a single fight.
He didn't even touch Floyd.
I think he might have got maybe one significant strike in on that. Was it. No, Floyd actually, if you rewatch it, there's a clip, Floyd knocks him out. He hits him.
Does he hold him up?
Yeah,
I remember that.
He slumps, and you see Floyd hold him up until he like regains his shit. And he like gets back up. You know, Floyd wants to
Money?
Yeah.
He knocked him out and said, no, you gotta hold him. I need this paycheck. He's like, I need all
You
this.
can go to 99 right now, son. Get up.
He's an entertainer.
We gotta
But
go a couple more rounds. Let's go.
no, I don't think he wants to go around. But you know.
See the issue, and he's gonna get pissed because he can't defend himself. Like I said before, this man has been on my ass about Canelo for 4 years. Talking about he's the greatest fighter ever. Ever. We're talking ever. Okay? We're talking Muhammad Ali. We're talking Floyd Mayweather. We're talking Manny Pacquiao. I mean, shit, Rocky Marciano went 49-0. He's saying this guy is the best fighter ever.
Was he saying best ever? Or he's the best pound for pound. Because like we said in the group message, if he says pound for pound, I personally wouldn't say the best pound, but I'd give him top 3 pound for pound because he's dominated 4 different weight classes. That's tough. But I get if you said outright, no, I get it. But if you say pound for pound, I can listen to what you're saying.
I don't even have him above like some guys now, like Bud Crawford. I don't have him above Bud Crawford. I don't have
pound?
Yes, I don't.
Really?
I think Bud could fight at any weight he wanted to.
Really?
From like 135 to 155, he could fight and win. I just think he likes to be at that 145 and he just sits in that pocket.
I don't know enough to have honest opinion. I just know the big names like Canelo, Adrian Brony, and then like
Brony,
Adrian
Broner.
Oh, whatever.
Does he even box anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think so, but I'm just saying, guys,
I think he just runs his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Because he lost his last couple fights. He lost to Pacquiao. He got smoked by Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
And he lost to some other guy that was kind of a no name, and he fought since. So. I like Bronner. I thought he was a pretty good fighter, but he got smoked by Pacquiao a couple years ago, and he ain't been the same since. So.
Pacquiao do that to you.
Yeah, and that's after Pacquiao got knocked out. But I forgot that Mexican fighter's name was. He knocked him out in Mexico, and we all thought Pacquiao was done, and he fought Bronner and just fucking dusted him.
Yeah, got that right. Cause he just retired, right? Pacquiao, like last year.
I think so.
I think he's running for some political office or position.
He's already, he's like
already like
he's like a congressman in the Philippines. Yeah, like
yeah.
Oh, he's been like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I watched like like before fights they run like kind of like documentaries about the fighters and stuff, how they live and stuff. Well, he like lives in the Philippines, and so like literally, I shit you not, like every day, people like thousands of people line up outside his house because he's like the richest person in the Philippines, and he just goes out and starts handing them money. Literally, just like every day, like thousands of dollars. Because he's the richest, like Filipino, like he's like a god to them. Like that's their, you know what I'm saying?
Good lord.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, and he's been in politics. Yeah,
He's very Elon Musk.
yeah, pretty much.
The Filipino.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. Man. Like he does. Like he'll go out there and start handing out money to all these people.
I might move to the Philippines. Give me some charity.
Mm-hmm.
But what else has been going on? NBA.
Man, is there a game on tonight? Or did they already come on?
Phoenix lost. Phoenix lost to the Mavs.
Booker's still out, ain't he? Is he back?
No, he's back, but Chris Paul fouled out early in the fourth
Ooh.
because it was a tight game up until then.
How much did Luka
Did
put?
y'all see? Jaw got hurt last night.
Yeah.
I didn't watch his reaction,
yeah.
but apparently he reacted, and you can't see Jordan Poole like grabbing on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
That's dirty.
It is dirty.
That's dirty, man. I mean, they ain't were going to win that series anyway, but.
I thought if the Warriors could, if the Grizzlies pulled out one at their place, I was like, maybe, possibly, but I was like, it's gonna be a dogfight. To be
Did you
honest,
see like the first 3 games stat line? I mean, it's fucking insane. He's averaging 38. He's averaged 38 the 3 games they played.
Dude's a monster.
man, that's tough, man.
And they're down 2-1. That's crazy.
The thing about it though is like if like let's say hypothetically they do beat the Warriors and everything, the competition is gonna get harder and harder, and all that pressure on Ja is it's not gonna work. You can't keep on dropping 38 consistently like that.
I mean, they got lucky versus the Wolves, honestly.
Yeah,
I thought the Wolves would pull.
I did too. I mean, what was it? Game 5, Ja hit the game winner.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, if that's the other way, that's Anthony Edwards or Cat, and then we're talking.
Because Anthony Edwards did tie it up.
Yeah, he tied it up.
Everything.
Yeah,
he tied it up, and then that's when Ja came down and hit that that crazy layup or whatever he did. So
look at 26. Booker at 35. Yeah, 35 piece.
jeez.
It was a 10-point game. So I mean, with Chris Paul, different story. I had money on Phoenix to win, so I lost that. I picked Miami to win tonight, even though Sixers are a 2-point favorite.
Mhm.
If I win that, it's gonna be a better payout.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday I bet Bucks to win, which is, my God, was that close. Last minute ticket that didn't count. And then I had Golden State. I picked Golden State over Memphis. Blowout.
Yeah.
And then I picked Thug Rose to win. She lost by split decision.
We were talking about that. Did you see
she
that?
lost.
Bro, it was
Yeah, she lost.
it was probably
Really?
the most boring title fight.
Like,
And that's not her MO.
That's not no.
She's fun to watch.
Did you see her? You got to go watch her press conference because this is the second time I think she's fought this girl.
Yeah.
So she was like, my last few fights have been exciting and everything. Where like we just beat the living hell out of each other. But she was like, I lose this fight when I try to go a little bit more like technical and everything.
Mhm.
But if you go back and look at like the stats, she really didn't throw any strikes or anything. It was really the other girl that was applying the pressure. Like she blocked so many takedowns, but at the same time, she's the one applying pressure to the champion, So that's why I kind of see why she lost it. But at the same time, it's just like
Yeah,
You defend your title, man. You gotta do something.
I feel like her strategy was, I have the title, she's got to take it from me, so she's fighting defensive.
She's playing, yeah.
But this is the thing, though. In my opinion,
which is usually the right strategy if you're the champion. You make them come to you.
Yeah.
But it was just, even though she blocked all her takedown defenses, it was just like from the judge's eyes, like
you're the champ. You're supposed to be mopping the floor.
But that's the judges are always like.
And she was controlling the tempo, like she was the one applying the pressure and then just like forcing her against the cage to where she can't really go anywhere. So.
And I mean, I didn't watch the fight, but I mean, how many rounds was it? Was it 4?
Five.
So if she didn't start, from what y'all said, she didn't even turn it on in round 5. You know, they probably were like, all right, we're going to give her the first 3 rounds. But she's got to get it going, you know, midway through the 4th or round 5 to win this fight. That's what that's what the judges do. But if it was as boring as you say it was, and
I mean, you just have to watch him, and the fans started booing at one point.
Oh yeah.
No, but this is another thing too. There's when she looked at the scorecard out of all 3 judges, one judge did not cheat. One judge she lost every round for one judge.
Damn.
So that hurt her when I found that. I was like, that definitely.
That's crazy because I enjoy watching her fight. I think she's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm not really a gambler, man. Did you check the stat that I sent? Because I'm pretty sure commentators saying Rose had more significant strikes, more total strikes, and she defended and won the takedown. You still lost though. That's my problem. It's like, okay, yes, you would apply the pressure as the champion, but if you win total strikes, significant strikes, you defend takedowns, and she got the takedown late in the 5th. You would throw takedowns in her favor.
But you got to look at
I want
to see like her striking against her opponent and see how much she was fought, like how much
it was 3. They said it was like 3 more significant fights, 3 more total strikes. 3 more significant hits, 3 more significant total strikes. So it was close, but she still won it.
Yeah.
So if you're averaging 20 points a game versus 21, it's 1 point a game, but
you're right. Yeah.
Sounds like the UFC's taken from boxing judges, man.
They're
starting to get to that rig shit, huh?
Guess so,
man.
Now, we probably have the 2 biggest Titans fans. I'm a big Titans fan.
I'm not.
These probably the only 2 Titans fans that are bigger Titans fans than I am, and I got a tattoo. They're not Titans, but I want to give y'all look. Just give your analysis of the Titans offseason this past offseason. Well, my man has broke down the Titans.
I gotta ask a question for both of y'all too, actually. Too. So I mean, y'all can go ahead.
Man, I would just say their defense, the Titans' defense so far, they made all the right moves in this offseason. I would say the Titans' defense is going to be the strong suit this offseason. But their offense is kind of, after the draft, it's like up in the air. Like everybody's like, are we going to have a passing game? Or are we not going to have a passing game? What are we going to do in that department? But they also have big questions with Derrick Henry. He had that injury. He came off the injury last season at the end of the year, and then he didn't really perform well in the playoffs. So people are kind of counting him out. And I think this offseason he's really going to do well. I think the Russian attack is really what the Titans going to lean on. And then Treylon Burks, hopefully he can fill in some big shoes. I really think he works best in space. So I think they're really going to use him hopefully in screens and short game. Just get him the ball in space, break tackles. So I think the Titans are going to do great. I mean, their division's getting a little bit better. I think the Colts are really the biggest competition for the Titans. The Jags, I don't know what they're thinking in their draft.
They're the Jags, man.
Yeah.
They don't know what they've been thinking for the last 25 years.
Yeah. And I know the Texans are trying to make Mills their dynasty quarterback, but we're about to see how that works out. But I think they have a good chance of repeating when being division title winners. Yeah.
Since the audio got messed up last week and I had an epic rant about Arthur Juan Brown, I think I should start there. When it first went down, I was pretty upset, right? I said, this franchise never had an elite franchise receiver ever in their history of their existence. And then they traded him away. And then they only trade him away for 2 draft picks. But what came out later, when A.J. Brown decided he wanted $80 million guaranteed, and then when the Titans said, okay, A.J., we can't give you that, that's kind of impossible, he blocked them and then communicated with them for a whole month. Then he got his $25 million for the Eagles. I mean, come on, AJ. my guy, you got bad knees, man. You missed 4 games because of your knees. You're a great player when you're on the field, but your knees. And the best thing I heard on analysis on him, because of the Jaguars signed Christian Kirk to ridiculous money, like they did, they set the bar. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, from them setting the bar, AJ thinks he's worth Devontae money, but he's not top 5. He got top 5 money, but he's not a top 5 receiver.
Yeah.
He's top 10. He's not top 5. In a normal year, he'd probably be worth 18 million, and that's what he would have got. And the Titans would have done that easy. The Titans were going to give him 20.
22.
22.
A year, yeah.
Well, let's get to that, because the Titans were going to give him 22. He declined it, said no, and requested a trade. That's when they traded him. And then hindsight 2020 comes up, oh, I would have signed for 22 million instead. It's like, AJ, come on, man. You wanted 22 a year and 80 million guaranteed. So you wanted the biggest contract a receiver has ever getting. Okay, you're not Devontae Adams. You're not Cooper Kupp.
Well, on what, 800 something yards in the season?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
your knees are bad, man. They're going. You're not gonna. I mean, listen. When he's on the field, he's elite, super talented, right? Can make nothing into something like that. But it's just like he's not worth it. So I actually, when I started breaking all it down and what they got and the picks they moved back for, I like their draft a lot.
Now here's also on Twitter, because I forgot. So somebody posted Titan Office. I looked at it, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
You forgot about Bobby Trees, didn't you?
Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, Treylon Burks, Robert Woods, Nick Westbrook, Austin Hooper.
He's nice.
I saw that, I was like, I forgot about Bobby Trees.
Yeah.
Treylon Burks, and you got Robert Woods on either side. You still got Westbrook working the slot with the tight end. I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Hey, and I saw, it's internet, so
Yeah.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
But they have interest in OBJ, and they have interest in Jarvis.
If
Jarvis Landry.
they're trying to get one or the other.
One or the other.
Both.
One or the other. So Jarvis, it's between.
I don't know. They're still a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reds haven't signed him yet.
They don't got the money for him.
Yeah, probably for what he's gonna ask for.
Yeah.
And he's got his ring, so he's probably
So he-
okay with just leaving it to just
Go do whatever he needs
just
to.
to like continue to play.
So
Yeah.
Odell and Jarvis are in play. I don't know what they're gonna get in one of them, but that's what the internet says. The Jarvis, the top 3 are the Titans, the Browns, which makes sense. He'd go back there because Sean's there now. And then I think it was I forgot the other team. It wasn't the Raiders. It was another team in the AFC.
Maybe the Patriots.
I think you're right. Yeah. So
I think I did see something.
Yeah.
I also heard Pickford interested in OBJ as well.
yeah, I saw that too. So if you get one of those 2,
With Bobby Trees, hey.
But here's the thing, though. We don't want it to be the same situation like Baker Mayfield when he had all the weapons in. Because you really think about it, I'm thinking, does Ryan Tannehill have the arm talent and is good enough to really utilize and maximize?
I don't think Tannehill's gonna be a starter for the whole season.
No.
I think he might come in and take it.
I got an opinion on that as well.
Yeah.
Like, here's my thing though. I think with Mike Verbal, right? They always butcher that. It's called Mike. Coach Mike, I feel like that coaching, because here's my thing. When you look at Baker Mayfield and Tannehill, I think Baker Mayfield's more talented. I think Tannehill's a better decision maker, and he's a better system quarterback. And when you have a Coach Mike and the organization of the Titans compared to the Browns, I think they're smart enough to at least have play design or play calling to help him at least better fit utilize. I'm basically trying to say, I don't think it's going to be as bad. Like Browns, they on paper, they should have had us at least made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
On paper,
Yeah.
yeah. But like you said, I don't think Titans will fumble it like that. I'm not saying they win the Super Bowl,
They
but I
are
think they compete.
a fringe playoff team this year if they stay the way they are right now. Because their
The
defense,
Titans,
yeah, their defense is elite. Their defense is going to keep
Yeah,
them
their
off.
defense.
Their schedule is extremely hard. Obviously, they got to play all the division winners. They got a really hard schedule. Their defense is going to keep them in every game.
Yeah.
But that's the problem because we got Ryan Tannehill playing quarterback now, don't we? See, I grew Ryan Tannehill with a Baker Mayfield, a Jimmy Garoppolo,
Kirk Cousins.
Carson,
same tier.
Carson Wentz.
Same
They're
tier.
all the same. They'll put up some nice numbers, right? They're
Yeah.
gonna have games where they go absolutely crazy.
but it's not. They're not gonna.
But they're also going to be like Ryan Tannehill, and when the game is on the line, and you need that throw, they're throwing it to the other team. You saw it from Baker. You saw it in the last week of the regular season when the Colts needed to beat the Jags to get in the playoffs, and Carson Wentz threw 3 picks, and now he's playing in Washington. And then you saw with Tannehill, okay, Ryan. It's 20 seconds on the clock. Your ball's at midfield. Don't force the ball in a triple cover, man. No. You still don't win the game. I'm forcing to Nick Westbrook and Keenan. All you had to have to do.
But hey, I will say, in Ryan Tannehill's defense, before the Bengals game, he did have the most comeback victories in the fourth quarter. He had like 9, I think.
Oh yeah,
60
he was
targets.
leading the.
So to his defense,
He can get it done.
he can get it done. But it's like, it seems like with the team.
He's getting the boot real quick. Music City Malik, baby.
But I would say, really, I think Ryan Tannehill is gonna play I think they're gonna rest Willis.
Yeah, I
Unless Ryan Tannehill comes out just throwing.
Even if
Yeah,
Tannehill did the
Well,
like, I mean, if Tannehill does horrible, I mean, I think you have no choice at that point to like.
Yeah, but the way Titans are set up, he can't play that bad because I still think they're gonna run the ball majority of the time.
Oh, you got to feed the best running back in the last 20 years. I mean,
And I have faith. Tannehill's he's not that bad of a quarterback. If he's above average. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
he's the type of quarterback, and like the guys I just said, they won't
lose you the game.
No. They won't win or lose you the game. Well, take that back. They can win you the game, but they'll definitely lose you the game. It's like clockwork for them. They definitely could win you the game.
Yeah,
They'll definitely lose you the game. And you saw it. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo threw that pick, in the NFC Championship game, last play of the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tough.
But
what's happening to Debo, man?
The Patriots are really looking to get him.
Oh, that's scary.
No. Saints. He's gonna go to the Saints. It's either Saints or Jets.
Who did Saints pick up? Matt
Tyron,
Yeah, they picked him up.
Yeah.
What was it?
Secondary, crazy.
I know Zach Wilson's like hoping Debo doesn't go to the Jets because if Zach Wilson doesn't make a huge leap next year, then he might already be like get rid of Zach.
That's
because
poverty.
Did the Jets had a good draft, didn't they?
Oh, they had a great
Oh, they
draft.
had the
They're probably the best draft. Yeah.
they had the best next to the Lions. I would say.
But here's the problem with Malik, right? Let's say right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you know how to be. Here's the problem with Malik. It's gonna be the same situation with Tua and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Early. I think this is the problem.
Mhm.
But basically there's a problem where they're paying Tannehill too much money to not start him at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's like, let's say if you're paying a guy, let's just say $30 million a year, like some Packers type shit, like Aaron Rodgers, you're paying $30 million a year, and you got another quarterback that you just drafted. Let's say he's only making 10 a year,
Yeah.
right? And let's say they're about the same. Let's just for sake of argument, they're about the same in talent and that whatever, and getting you wins. You'd be dumb to start the guy making 10
Yeah.
versus the guy because
That's not gonna look
it's
good.
it's
It's not gonna look good.
it's a business decision at that point. We'll say, well, if they're about the same, you play and then let this guy develop, learn behind. Well, 10
Yeah.
shit. But let the guy develop, yada. So when this guy's contract is up and you don't want to pay him as much,
He's ready to go.
not only is this guy ready to go, but since he hasn't started,
Mhm.
you can pay him less.
Yeah.
So when he gets that second contract, it's not gonna be 30 million a year because he hasn't started
The game to he doesn't have the stuff.
right. Hasn't started the
back it
season,
up.
maybe besides a couple games where he's injured, but he hasn't really proven anything yet. So not only is he just as good as the guy that left with a fat contract,
Mhm.
he might be better. Pay him less.
What's Malik contract? 3 years?
Oh, it won't be much because he got drafted late third round.
Oh yeah, it'll probably
Because I mean, he fell in the third round, so it's not gonna be
maybe 3.
maybe
Four
maybe
tops.
3-4 million a year
Yeah.
on a 5-year deal.
5 year? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't even know if it'd be 5.
4 or 5. Yeah,
5?
probably 4 with a 5th-year option if the Titans want to take it.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But see, that's what Tannehill's last year, the Titans this year. So if he's gonna do anything, he's got to do it this year. They can opt out next year. It will count against their cap, but I think they save a little bit too. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's just depressing to be a Titans fan.
Because y'all just don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, we're always so close, but yet so far.
We got all the tools, but it's just falling apart right in front of you.
It's just like when you really look at the Titans, how they drafted this year, it was like every Titans fan is like, this is our Super Bowl window. This is our time
Mhm.
that we have a highest probability of winning the Super Bowl.
Solid defense with one of the greatest running backs.
I thought we were going to Super Bowl. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie
this year. Yeah.
I really did.
Well, last year. And then you do that, but then they have a draft where it's like they're in rebuild mode. It's
Yeah,
like, why
yeah,
we need to draft like we're trying to win the Super Bowl
Yeah.
this year instead of drafting like, in 3 or 4 years we'll
It'll come
restructure
together.
the whole offense and make it a passing offense maybe and spread it out and have this amazing receiving core. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's gonna win us a Super Bowl this year, but
Yeah.
We'll see. But if OBJ, I got a jersey collection, but I don't really buy NFL jerseys. If OBJ comes to Titan, I'm getting OBJ Titan jersey. I can say that.
Respectfully should.
And he'd be perfect in that offense.
Oh,
He is the prototypical play action receiver.
oh,
Perfect in it.
no, yeah, for sure. You got your list?
I do.
All right, it's Mark's list time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I decided to do top 5 comedy movies this week, fellas. So I'm gonna go that route.
Let's hear it.
Let's rock.
I gotta start with the honorable mentions before I get into the top 5. It's really hard, people. I mean, this is the hardest thing I've done.
Oh, before you get started, while he's doing it, since you're a special guest, you're gonna do a top 5. It can be top 5 of anything you want. You have any list. It can be restaurants, movies,
Anything.
anime, whatever. But
All right, honorable mentions. We got Anchorman, Jackass, Friday, Rush Hour, and 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Hold on.
Okay.
Which Jackass though? All of them?
just the franchise.
Just the franchise.
Okay.
All right, so coming in at number 5, Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Number 4, Role Models. And I know
Role model pretty.
that was the first movie I've ever watched, like comedy-wise, and I just laughed the whole fucking movie. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah.
Have you never seen it?
I don't think I have.
Dude, it's great.
Hold on. Who's in that? Because I've seen it before, but it's been a while. Is it Will Ferrell?
No,
No, it's not Will Ferrell in it. I'm thinking of Step Brothers.
You ever
I'm
seen-
thinking of the Step Brothers then, and that's the thing.
Yeah, it's
I had to see Role Models though for sure. I know I
you probably have.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
It's
Hold on, show me the.
Dude,
Oh yeah,
there's
yeah.
there's
I
a
remember
little
that.
black kid in it, dude, and he's the
Oh yeah,
funniest.
you're right.
Dude, that kid is so funny.
The dude was super bad in
Yeah. McLovin's in there. Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Number 3, The Other Guys.
Haven't seen that.
Haven't seen that.
Really, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell,
Uh-uh.
Rock, and Samuel L. Jackson are in it too. It's y'all gotta watch it. Put it on your list to watch.
I'm slacking when it comes to comedy movies, honestly.
Number 2, Step Brothers.
Okay, I have seen
Yes,
Step
we
Brothers.
have. Everybody has seen
I have
Step
seen
Brothers.
I think everybody, your
Yeah.
mother's seen Step Brothers. And number 1, the funniest movie in my opinion ever made, Superbad.
So, I love
That
it.
I got pissed myself out
I
last
love
night.
it.
And it was fun. You know what's great about that movie? It's like all these huge actors now. And that's what, like when they were getting their first stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's
all of
wave, yeah.
Yeah. That movie had me about peeing myself a couple times.
Speaking of movies that will, bro, have you seen Get Hard?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite kind of movies, bro. I love Get Hard.
Like When the dude, I about lost. I think I saw it in theaters in the scene where they go to the gay bar or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, you gotta
learn.
You gotta learn spit. And he goes to the stall with the guy.
What is it? What do I do? He's like, "Oh, just go."
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot you.
It's funny. You ready?
Oh yeah, I can think.
All right.
Okay. My top 5 list is top 5 restaurants.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, we already went down.
Be careful, 'cause I did it and Mitch tried to shit on me.
Okay.
Well, is it fast food or sit down?
Sit down.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Go ahead. We haven't done sit down yet.
Okay. This is off the top of my head. But number 5, I would say, is Jack Brown's.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, best burger you ever had.
Barbecue?
Burger.
Is this a burger place?
Yeah, their fried Oreos are
Fried.
the
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
I used to religiously live on that, like back in Texas, down the street from me. It's so
It
good.
slaps every time.
Fathers, you got it. Bro. Next time you come,
I don't like Oreo. Like,
They got
no, I'm just talking about the burger. Like you get the Oreos. It's like they got a macaroni burger.
yeah.
Oh,
Is it better than
Don't
the-
start. Don't start. That shit slaps.
Cowboy, bro.
Slap.
I'm not gonna make
You been to
it.
famous? You been to famous days?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
You been to a burger?
they have burgers.
Number four.
Okay, number 4, I would say Jonathan's.
Oh yeah. Steakhouse?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I like
Jonathan's is good.
Everything on that menu is good.
it.
You can't go wrong.
2 for 1 beer.
Everything.
Yeah.
They have a great happy hour too.
And then I would say 3 would be man, it's almost like a tie. But I would say my number 3 selection would be I'm trying to think of that Asian restaurant where they serve it in front of you and stuff.
Hibachi.
Yeah, well, it's like a specific name.
Shoguns.
Something with an S. I can't remember.
Samurai, maybe.
I have no idea.
Something like that, but it's a hibachi.
It's not cool, is it?
No. Well, I'm gonna try to name a restaurant I actually know the name of. Olive Garden 3. Yeah. They have like
Threw me for it.
yeah.
It's solid. It's solid. It's
Yeah,
solid.
yeah. And
Did you
then
take all I remember were Jonathan's?
I really like the burgers.
So it's just
everything. There's good.
you said fries?
No, I said salad.
I was about to say they have fries.
No, that's good. I would say number 2 is like the Hampton Social, Nashville.
Is
It's
that
like
like
really
super
like
super
super fancy restaurant.
Oh yeah, it's out of my comfort zone. I don't even feel right sitting down.
Yeah, I would say that. And then number 1 has to be something special. I should have said number 5. Maybe. Y'all have me thinking about it. I would say number 1 would be, man, let's go classic. I'm gonna just go classic and say
Applebee's.
Dave Mitchell in here.
I maybe say Logan's just for the rolls, just because it's like
Hey, that is not that
I'm
choice.
straight with
Hey,
that.
hey, the girls.
So the only Logans around here is the one Spring Hill, right?
Yeah.
They closed the one.
Yeah.
Down at Cool Spring. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Miller's. It's called Miller's now.
Ale
Bill
House. It's like Miller's Ale House. or
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
Yeah.
I thought Bill was a
I thought they closed that one down, and then I took my mom over there. That's where we ate today. So
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What do they do with the famous dares over there?
It's a hotel. The one in Cool Springs?
They turned into a hotel.
Yeah, we went famous days. We gotta go all the way to Smyrna. But we were over on that side. We were leaving Murfreesboro after the graduation, so we can stop by.
You know what's a good place to go to for barbecue?
Where?
Hogwood
Never heard of it.
is down. Is the Martin's is pretty solid too.
Martin's?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the one down here?
yeah, you can do it here in like Nolensville and Nashville. Yeah,
I'm pissed because the Applebee's that was right here,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
it's a goddamn brunch restaurant.
Oh, they turned the first watch, didn't they?
Yeah, it's the first one. Don't get me started, because like when I lived in Murfreesboro, they had one right buy my
The first watch or Applebee's?
Applebee's, bro. And I stayed in there after 9 p.m.
The half price?
I, was balling on a budget. Me and my old lady. So, she was to school and stuff. We go there.
Chow down.
Yeah, chow down, man. And, get about 4 appetizers, $20 out the door.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
We used to hit that back in high school.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
And so, like,
Applebee's, yeah.
when she moved back, we were like, oh, we're going to start doing that. And it was like, right as she moved back, they closed down. I was just like, damn it. But they got one in Columbia, so I guess.
Oh, the one in Columbia?
Yeah, if you want to make that trek.
It's closer than because is there Applebee's in Cool Springs?
No.
It's all the way in Nashville, that go, right?
Nashville, Murfreesboro, Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia would probably be closer.
I'm not bad. I don't even, first watch is not even all that to me.
No.
We went there and I was like,
First, it's nothing, it didn't impress me.
I'd rather go to IHOP.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel too.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about Puggies? You like Puggies?
Which
Oh,
one?
yeah.
Which one are you talking about? Which one? There's 2 Puggies, which people don't know.
Which a huge difference.
Which one's the better one? The one in Franklin?
I like the one in Murfreesboro.
I've been to the one in Franklin.
Oh
That's
no, dude, we might be talking about 3 different ones. Then
There's a lot.
There's one in downtown Franklin.
Yes.
One in Murfreesboro. There's one in Leapers Fort.
There's one in Columbia now.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
In
know.
downtown Columbia, yep.
Now you want the traditional one?
You go
Leapers
Leapers
Fort. Yes, sir. But
that shit, boy.
woo! The one in downtown Franklin straight is pretty good.
Would you still rather go to IHOP? I'm not gonna fake it. I don't care where I'm at.
Mhm.
When you talk about a burgers restaurant, I can always go for IHOP. I'm not gonna,
But if they're
I'm not
still
gonna-
open, like the only IHOP I know is in Franklin.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Well, outside of Williamson County, there's IHOPs everywhere, and they're all 24 hours. I live next to 3 IHOPs in San Antonio. They're all 24 hours.
See, I don't get that. We don't have the luxury here.
No.
Everything closed at like 8 now. Nobody want to work
Is
again.
that IHOP on 91 still open?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right
It's not
now.
24 though, right?
No. Only thing that's 24 hours over there is that Waffle House right there in
Yeah.
the States.
Steak and Shake still 24?
I don't think
I
so.
don't
No.
think so. I don't know.
I think they close at like midnight and then open again till like 10.
Well, I will take IHOP over any breakfast restaurant any given day of the week.
I like Cracker Barrel more.
I'll take IHOP.
I like IHOP too, man.
I like Cracker Barrel. Don't get me wrong. Breakfast restaurant, Cracker Barrel's number 2. IHOP 1. Cause
But a half room casserole be hidden. You cannot get nothing better than that. I promise you.
no, but remember when we went in Arizona, we went to IHOP, right? And I got that
You got some
the
pancakes.
winter Wonderland pancakes.
Bro, it was so. Bro, it was so
Winter
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
It's like diabetes.
It was like a cake. It was 2 pancakes. And then they had they literally got icing and then they put these whites. It's because it was close to
Snowflakes?
yeah, it was close to it was like Christmas. And they had the marshmallows on it. I took the marshmallows off. But I was like, damn, I don't even know if it's gonna be good. But it was cheaper because I was gonna get a 2 for 22. But since it was special, it was gonna be cheaper to do that because it's the same thing, but it's cheaper. I'll get that.
Mhm.
It's the best pancakes I have ever had in my entire life anywhere.
I looked at it, my molar started hurting. Just
Oh,
how much sweet,
but
like
you know
how
how
sweet.
You ever had
it
the
was.
Pancake Pantry?
The what?
Pancake Pantry?
Mm-mm. Good.
Hold on, I love pancakes, Mark. Come on.
They don't have
Did the Sin Stacks, my home?
Yeah, it's pretty straight.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Pretty straight.
They're okay.
They're fantastic.
Pancake Pantry, only 2 I know of is West End by Vanderbilt, and then there's one in Gatlinburg.
What kind of pancakes we talking?
Dude, they're I don't even know.
Buttermilk, soft pillow pancakes.
Yeah, but they're fucking huge.
Oh,
Are you
And they
talking about?
stack them.
Are you talking like it takes up the whole plate? That's
Yeah,
how
bro,
big-
it's as big as the whole plate. They stack 4 or 5 of them.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm good off the 2.
It's expensive. I mean, you're gonna pay a little bit, but
Is it one of those places that only open up at 9?
Yeah, bro, it's got a
That-
certain time. Man.
Yeah, those low key the best places.
If you ever drive past the one at Vanderbilt, dude, the line is always out the door.
Oh,
That's how
That was
it
the
is.
best pancakes I've ever had in my life. It was their chocolate chip pancakes. They had Swiss chocolate, legit Swiss chocolate. They put in there.
that does sound fire.
That does sound
Incredible.
good.
They put powdered sugar on top.
Oh,
and syrup.
yeah. Now we're talking. Maybe talk about that.
Man,
It's the best.
that sounds too good right now. The thing about it, I can eat pancakes at any time of the day.
Oh yeah,
Anytime.
They got burgers are elite. All right, I'm just throw that out there. The burgers elite. I remember when they changed the name to International House of Burgers. Remember they did the IBOP promo?
Mm-hmm.
That's because they actually got fire burgers. I went to IHOP, I was like, let me see if this hype is all about. You know, I got a burger. They're good. They're really good.
If I don't know, I feel
like
some
chicken
way
and
about
waffles,
going somewhere.
So what?
I get the chicken and waffles.
Chicken and waffles?
I'm a chicken and waffles for. If I see it on the menu, it's getting gone.
KFC has chicken and waffles.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do. You might check that out.
Yeah,
I heard they're good.
When you came to Chat, did you ever go to Stir with Mitch? You had to.
We went to what was that?
State of Confusion.
That place.
That place is fire.
Best breakfast burger I've ever eaten in my life.
Dude, they had that's a place like where they change their menu up every Saturday, and I think it's only. You say what?
That sounds exhausting.
It does, but I mean,
Yeah.
but they had chicken and waffles on the menu for one time, but they did a little powdered sugar and everything.
That
on
shit
it. It was
slapped,
so
didn't
good. But then I went back the next week and they didn't have it.
That's
I was
tough.
so depressed.
Chicken and waffles.
Yeah, bro.
And people think see, I like kind of that exotic shit, like a donut burger. You ever had like a donut burger?
It's out of my comfort zone.
Mm-mm.
You think it's out of your comfort zone, and then you eat it, and you're just like, holy shit. It's fantastic.
You know what it's kind of like? You remember when Burger King had the ice cream with the bacon on it? It's kind of that same. You remember that?
Yeah, but see, I guess I'm a weirdo because I like that sweet and that salty mix.
I like mine separate.
Like
when I go sweet, I'm sweet. Like it's all depend on because I put syrup on I'm sweet. When I go savory, it's all all the way.
like that. There's a restaurant in Spring Hill, the Coach's Corner over there. They have a donut burger. Man,
I just can't get my head around that though.
Speaking of donuts, what's your favorite donut place?
Krispy Kreme, easy.
Oh wait.
So I'm the
When
only,
that light come on, man, you know
It's just different.
I'm the only Shipley's guy in here.
Do they have Shipley's here though?
Yeah, there's one in Columbia down 31.
I've never.
I don't come down
Yeah.
Oh, well, I tell
If
you,
there was one around my area, granted, yes, I would go.
come look. You're gonna come to San Antonio. There's a Shipley's 5 minutes away from the crib.
Didn't we go the first time I came?
I don't remember.
I know in Arizona we went to some kind of knockoff place. Those donuts are fire. Those look good.
They're basically Shipley. Those are very similar to Shipley's donuts.
Okay.
But
You saying I need to drive down to Columbia, try some Shipley's?
because I was before I moved out there,
Yeah.
and obviously here crispy, it's a
That's
Krispy
it's
Kreme
elite.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was a Krispy Kreme guy. It was number one, and I had chicken before it was number two. I'm in San Antonio. There's a Krispy Kreme close. There's also the Shipley's. I went there one time. Changed my life. Krispy Kreme's no longer number one because of that Shipley's.
That chocolate glaze from Krispy Kreme, though, man, it's so hard to beat it.
No, yeah, hot dog's on. It is different.
When
sure.
you get them hot, like piping hot, like fresh.
But here's
Oh,
my thing with Shipley's. It don't matter if they're fresh or not. That's why I fuck with Shipley's a little more. Because even if they're not fresh, because they're thick. It's almost like a cake kind of. It's thick, not cake batter like the dry
it's a cake,
pumpkin.
it's like a cake donut. Yeah.
Yeah, not like that, but it's just like thick.
It's more breaded.
Krispy Kreme's not really thick. They're like they're more airy because especially when the hot side on, they melt. You know how they melt your mouth. Shipley's is just a different breed.
You kind of get
throw it
a
in the
bang
microwave.
for your buck, you get a bang for your buck at Shipley's.
Oh yeah, you throw that in the microwave for like 5 seconds. What? It softens up a little bit.
I'll tell you what. You ever have biscuit love? I know that's like local to like
Biscuit love.
Nashville area.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's like they do like fancy like biscuits, or whatever. But they have these things called Bo-Nuts, and it's biscuit donuts, bro.
Like the donut is the biscuit part, and then the meat on substance.
The outside of it's a biscuit, but the inside the donut, and they put powdered sugar and like whipped cream.
So it's a biscuit, top, bottom, and then a donut.
I'll show you what they look like.
That's a lot of bread.
No, it's not big like
That's
that.
gonna dry the shit out of my mouth.
Look, let me show you.
Like a Popeye biscuit.
No, I like donut country a lot. I don't know, it's almost there with me. With
You're
Krispy
talking
Kreme.
about up there donut. I'll have had donut.
Yeah, donut country. It's in Murfreesboro. It's really good and it's like really cheap. So like you can get like so many donuts.
Oh,
The thing that's crazy, there's so much stuff that's like in Nashville and like Murfreesboro that you think Franklin would have, but we don't.
Yeah,
Like Jack Brown, like you would think, like, wouldn't you think there would be like
Cool Springs, Franklin.
kind of cool. I mean,
That's
that's
what
where
they
it
do
would
like.
be.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah,
It's like the donuts inside of it, like
Yeah.
balled up inside.
like a donut.
Donut, yeah, donut hole, but the outside's a biscuit.
Those things slap.
They had a chemist working on them.
Because you get the first bite, it tastes like a biscuit, like fresh, like country biscuit, with
Yeah.
like butter and stuff. And then you just keep chewing, and it starts tasting like a donut. It's
This sounds interesting.
It's
That
elite.
sounds interesting. Sounds good. Sheesh.
Oh. What you got going on, man?
I ain't got nothing going on. What you got going on? You
I
do
had-
tomorrow.
I
You want to stay longer?
I had everything going on.
You want to stay longer? You want to call your professor or something? Be like, hey guys, I can't make it. I'll see you on Friday.
I got shit to do. Come on now. I had literally everything going on. You talk about, bro, like I told you, we had the audit coming up at Shoe Palace. Jesus. Easy talk, bro.
Just the fact that you said I gotta be there at 5, I said that's a no-go for me. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it'd be
5 a.m.
5 a.m. to 11 a.m. or 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. Because the audit, we gotta,
Huh?
we're down. It's it's a 6 hour, 6 hour shift that morning. Because
It's with 12 p.m.
what I say?
12 a.m. That's what I said. Wait, a 19-hour day. It's crazy.
To noon, but it's because of the audit, so we gotta count everything, because the system knows how much stuff we got,
Yeah.
because we have to scan in when we get shipped, so they know what we have, so we have to count. And basically, I mean, obviously, stuff goes missing,
Right.
stuff happens, like stuff gets like destroyed or something, so we got stuff in the back that gets messed up, yada yada. And so we gotta count what we have, and they see what we're supposed to have, and then they look at the difference, then we see how much money we're in the hole. We're in the grand, we have so many mismakes, and
Mhm.
we got one shoe that it sits on the shelf too long, being in the light for too long, it gets faded. And then one shoe that's in the box is white as hell, the other one's yellow, so it's like you can't
do
tell.
that.
You can't tell. Nobody wants that.
Shit.
So there's so much, but bro, it's when I get back, it's
The fact that you kind of gave me like the illustration how big the back room is, and I'm just like, God, with all them shoes too. Men's sizes, because I know like men's sizes, you got men's sizes, women's sizes, kid sizes, and you probably got it.
and then we got infants and preschool.
Oh, I need to think about that.
Yeah.
And then you got clothes.
Then we got men's clothes, women's clothes, then we got kids' clothes, infants' clothes.
They're perfect for you.
And that's just my part-time job, It's not even UTSA where I got a conference in June, so I gotta get ready for this conference in June, make this poster, and yada, yada, yada. Bro, I got everything going on.
Everything.
Everything.
He doesn't have time for in and out, Mitchell.
Right. I don't have time to drive to Cali. It's not getting out in the city. Mark, you can slide out wherever you need to, man.
All right. Well, I guess I'll head out. I'll let you know how the movie is.
So yeah.
I've seen some mixed reviews on it. Hopefully it's.
Mark's going to see Doctor Strange. I've heard a lot of mixed.
I've seen a lot of mixed. So
Mitch, when's the, I don't even call it this dude, Mitch. Oh my God. Mark, when's gonna be the next movie, man?
I don't know. What you gonna go see? Something coming out?
I don't know. I gotta look.
Well, I can't invite you to Marvel movies because you ain't seen one Marvel movie.
I just be
Bro, like,
so far in the hole with that man.
because a year ago we tried to get caught up. Have you watched a single movie since then? No.
I haven't even like got like I have Disney Plus right to watch it. I haven't even logged
Yeah,
in.
man. Don't
They're literally putting an order for you.
One click.
And here's the problem.
Man.
And here's the problem. When you don't get caught up, they're still dropping movies. So like remember a year ago or whatever we did, it was only like 20-something movies. Now it's damn near 30. And you gotta
I told you I'm put so far in the hole now,
and
man.
you gotta watch the shows. You gotta watch Loki, you gotta watch Wonder Vision, you don't have to.
So realistically, I'm like 50 deep in the hole.
Basically, because each episode is like an hour. So
Yeah.
Man, I have to stay in one weekend. Well, maybe 2 months, maybe.
Have you seen the Spider-Man movies? The Spider-Man,
I think, yeah,
the
I've
one,
seen
the,
I haven't seen like the
I'm talking about the one with all three of them in it.
Is it coming
maybe
home?
not.
Dog.
You don't know about that?
Or Homecoming?
No Way Home.
No Way Home? They're all.
He don't know about it.
Spider-Man No Way Home was like, it was the biggest hype movie ever.
Man. He roasted me on the cat.
The Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man in it with the Tom Holland.
Yep, you just said that. Nope, didn't see it.
Probably before too.
Sorry.
Well, okay.
I didn't
You watched
play
the
art.
trailer,
Yeah.
You watched the trailer already, but dude,
Oh yeah, I'm bullshitting.
oh my gosh, you talking about that's a fantastic movie.
Man, I just never
You see the Batman?
the news one?
Yeah.
The one on HBO. I seen that one. Yeah, that
You were
was
supposed to come with me and Mitch to the theater to see that one.
I was.
But that one's good.
I was. That one is hard though. It was long.
It's
Long as hell.
First of all, don't spoil. I haven't seen
You haven't seen it?
it.
Oh my!
You are in for a treat. It's fantastic.
It is.
Oh my god,
It
I
is.
love it.
The action
I
scene
looked at
in it.
the link and I was like, this is very long.
I mean, you know, that's how Martin superhero movies are gonna be long.
Because that's one of the reasons why I haven't watched Lord of the Rings.
You know, you need to watch one.
Huh?
It's very fun.
Don't want to watch the little man. I believe on that.
All right, Mark.
You gonna stretch a little bit?
I'm trying to dab up.
All right, Mark.
All right, we're boys. Two.
Here, y'all keep talking because I'm not gonna cut this out.
I'll see y'all, fellas.
All right.
I'll see you, Mark.
All right, Mark, be easy.
Yes, sir.
How's it feel to graduate, man?
Feels good. It feels like I'm gonna have. Feels like I'm it's good to have my life back. I can have my life.
Definitely.
It was so funny because at my graduation, being a grad student and being an MBA, first of all, it's really unique and different from graduating undergrad.
Yeah.
Mostly because your MBA and master's program is a lot smaller than your undergrad. So you have your undergrad, I've graduated in business administration in undergrad. And so you have so many people. So when you graduate, it was just like everybody's a number. But usually in your grad program, when you graduate, you sit next to people you've had class, you like worked on group projects in, and you know these people very well. So like it was like great because when you all graduate, it's like I know that person. Instead of like they're calling out names, you're like, I don't know
this person.
Like,
Come on.
yeah, but when you're all graduating, it's like, oh yeah, I remember we worked on a project together. Oh, we're in an online class together. We did this, helped each other out right here. So it was a really cool experience, but it was also funny how everybody was just like over it almost. Like, yeah, we can't wait. Like everybody's like, can't wait to get my hobbies back and play my guitar finally. Like, my weekends and my stuff. Because usually in grad school, a lot of people work. During grad school, you're talking to people either graduate undergrad, got a job, and is getting their master's, or people that been in the working force for about 10 years by late 30s, early 40s, getting their MBA just to get up in their job. So everybody's working while doing school, so it's a different dynamic. Yeah. So it was really cool. It was really fun. You know, we got out to eat, we bowled, I played terrible. I'm not good at bowling. But yeah, it was great.
Would you recommend that?
Master's in business administration, so MBA.
Cool. Congratulations, man. I know the grind's long, it finally paid off and everything, man.
Yeah, I was telling people, I was like, man, I was waiting for this moment since 4th grade. One of my many reasons why I was like, yo, you want to be a doctor? I remember because in 8th grade, you know, we did some test where it's like, this is going to be your future.
Yeah, I got a police officer. I said, no way. It's like, no.
Yeah, and they're like, health sciences. I was like, okay, that's interesting. So I looked in careers and I'm like, you could be a physician. I was like, oh, let me look into that. like, yeah, you have to do 8 years of school, and then you have to do 4 years of residency, and I was just like, no.
It's funny,
I'm
Brandon,
done with school.
right? Because when I was obviously graduating and everything, I wanted to do PT, and like obviously, I went to Brandy because she's already been through that and all that, and she was like, Calvin, like I have full confidence that you can do it, but she was like, you don't make the grade. She was like, grad school, that's out of option. She was like, you want to do something in this field, you got to go to grad school and everything to at least have a good career. And then she told me, I was like, so what are you talking about? She's like, you have to at least have like a 3.5 to even get considered.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and I was like, 3.5. I was like, no, I'm good on that. I'm not trying to take no risk or anything like that, man.
And I'm pretty sure you have to take. I take the GRE. You might have to take because
I didn't have to take my GRE when I went to. I think it's because the program when I graduated from Chat where I went into it didn't require it.
Oh, yeah, it didn't require it. Okay, that's beautiful. Because I had to take the GRE.
How was that?
That was.
I heard some people cry. Like some people say the most intimidating thing ever. Like.
Oh yeah, they treat you like well, I think I signed off that I can't talk about the procedures.
Yeah, they make you sound like basically an NDA.
Yeah, NDA.
Yeah,
but
you can't talk about the context of you can talk about like you can't talk about it.
Like I'm not gonna talk about the test, but when it comes to like getting ready in the environment, yes, it's like they treat you like a lab subject and you're like in the zone, and yeah, it's terrible. I would never do it again. I was like, because I know someone who took it 5 times, and
my homie took it 3 times.
Yeah, and I was like, how? After one, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to say it's worse than the ACT because I don't think it took as long as the ACT.
Well, it's a longer test. Well,
it's short. It's more intense. And I guess more serious. Like ACT is pretty serious, but
I think that the test time, the time it takes for the testing time, like actual testing is longer than GRE, but it's self-paced because it's just you.
Yeah.
In the ACT, you don't have to wait on the whole class, and then you get a time slot. In the GRE, for the reading, you have 30, 40 minutes to do something. If you finish early, you can just go straight to the next section. You don't have to wait.
Okay.
You can take your
For ACT, you gotta wait on the whole class to get done for you going, or you hit the time limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
that's what I hate about the ACT the most. Is like how it's an all-day thing. Like GRE, you just show up in the morning, probably get finished by a little bit after lunchtime.
It's a 5-hour exam.
Yeah, you're just done.
But
ACT is like
it didn't take me that long. I didn't take my break. Like literally, you have a break in there, but it's optional. So when I did whatever, and then once I got done, next section. Next is all right, you get your break. I was like, I want my break. Because next section, like I just roll through it. But if you take all your breaks and you take the full allotted time, it's like a 5-6 hour exam.
Good luck to y'all, man. I don't know how y'all did it because I'm sure enough couldn't.
Well, I can tell you now, a lot of universities aren't even requiring GREs anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
Your scoring GRE has no correlation to how well to do in grad school.
I feel like that should have been how it should have been.
Well, yeah, basically. But what they're doing is it's all about a combination of things. So if you have a great GPA in high school, nowadays, if you have great GPA and you get good letter recommendations, you won't need a GR. You don't need to do a GRE or whatever to get into grad. I'm thinking ACT. They're not ACT or GRE. But anyway, if you have a good GPA, they're looking at you're in school, you're doing well in school. We'll take that as you're going to do well in school.
Yeah.
But if you have a bad let's just say life happens, you have a bad GPA, you can take the GRE to show, hey, I'm capable of going to school. So a lot of times they do that, where you can do either or a combination. Let's say your GPA is all right, and then if your GPA is decent, and then your GRE score is decent, it's okay, they'll be a decent student. But it's
definitely the recommendations come in.
Yeah. And it's crazy because high school, like the ACT doesn't even matter anymore because like a lot of colleges started accepting it because of COVID. The COVID because like so many people were behind in their education because you're talking about people that are 19, 20 that struggle with all online classes, like because that requires so much discipline and and then you're expecting a 15-year-old to just take all online classes and expect them to actually learn the material. Like in college, people don't actually learn the material in the online class. They're just like, all right, I got 2 discussion posts. I got this chapter reading, you skim it and type up.
All my classes just like reflections of reading is basically what it is and everything like that.
AC, like none of that stuff matters. Cause I tell people like my ACT score, it wasn't trash, it wasn't good. I think I got a 21. My total ACT score it's not very good. I'm about to get a PhD in astrophysics.
Yeah.
Right. My GRE score, it was like I forget the average scores, but it was like a couple points below average. I'm about to get a PhD in astrophysics. I have my master's in astrophysics. I'm about to get a PhD in astrophysics. It means nothing. It was a waste of $205.
Yeah.
It wasted 6 hours. So I could have just not taken that, and I'd still be about to get my PhD. It doesn't ask no correlation because I want to be a professor, so I have people at UTSA that I kind of look to as mentorship about like, oh, how does this work? How does that work in the administrative side of schooling? Because I want to be in that position.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've had long conversations about like, you talked about ACT and GRE scores really have no correlation how well you do it. They don't even determine how smart you are. It determines how good of a test taker you are. Because I know plenty of people that well, I don't know plenty of people personally, but there are plenty of people that score really well in the ACT or GRE and can't handle college, have to drop out.
Yeah.
But they score 28s on the ACT. I mean, it means nothing.
You know what is kind of interesting? There's a lot of people I feel like that are horrible at multiple choice tests because because I mean like if you look at something like you're like okay that could possibly be the answer and that could possibly be the answer too. I'd rather like have like a short answer so where I can explain myself and everything.
And then you have potential partial credit.
Yeah, shit.
That's why I have a professor. She doesn't believe in multiple choice because if somebody asks you a question and in multiple choice, even if you have a general idea of the answer or you can get close to the answer, but if you don't get it completely right, then it's 100% wrong. That's not real in real life.
Yeah.
In real life, you can get partially there, and in real life, you get people to help you. There's resources for you. That's why in a lot of colleges they don't do closed. Well, at least in my experience, they don't do closed book tests anymore. Because in real life, if you don't know something or you can't figure something out,
you gotta do research. Yeah. That's what they tell us. They like
the most powerful thing in this goddamn house, right? If you can't figure some shit out, you can go Google. You don't have to know, like, with Zoo, you're not allowed to use calculators in math. But nowadays, if you forget they give you the formulas though, because if you forget a formula,
you don't have a calculator.
I forgot the quadratic formula. What I can't do anything. What's the quadratic? That's not. We're in a different age of learning, so a lot of schools are getting away from that multiple choice traditional stuff. Because now it's like, all right, solve this problem. It's like, okay, well, I do remember this process, this. And then let's say you just mess up with some numbers stuff, but you get the idea, or the teacher can tell, okay, I know they understand how to solve this problem. They just messed up a little bit along the way. Okay, well, instead of -10, because the whole thing's worth 10, it's -2. Huge difference. First, -10, the whole letter grade, -10 out of 100.
It's funny that you say that because when I was in accounting, my freshman, when I transferred to UTC, first test that we had was multiple choice for accounting. And I'm sitting up there, I'm doing this shit. I'm like, well, it got to be this. I got the worst grade of my life. Okay. Then we talked about it and everything like that. He was like, why did y'all the class average was horrible. I think it was like maybe like a 60 something. It's god awful. And he came back to, he's like, well, I'm not gonna lie, all y'all did shit, basically. Real cool dude. He was just like, what do I need to do as a teacher to make it better? He's like, and everybody's like, just don't do multiple choice for accounting. Like, you just can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, and then he was like, what do you mean? He's like, somebody spoke up and said, I would rather just show my work. And if I did mess up, you can see where I messed up in the steps and everything.
Right.
So that's how I kind of
like it.
I like tests where I can explain myself, and then they're just like, then they understand where I'm coming from instead of just, oh, number 4.
You hit wrong.
5.
You have no idea.
No.
My supervisor, she doesn't believe in exams. What she does is presentations. Because the best way to showcase that you learned something from a class is like, all right, pick a topic we talked about in class and present on, let's just say black holes. Let's say I'll take an astro class. And we went over black holes and say, so let's say I want to do black holes. Well, if I do a presentation, I take my notes that I have, and if I can sit in front of a class and present to somebody and explain how black holes work and how they warp time and warp space and light curves when it goes around, if I can explain that to a whole room, the teacher knows they took something from this class, right? It's easier, and then it's easier on the student to be able to have time to explain it. I just feel like for me personally, it's easier for me to verbally explain to you that something that I've learned than for you to ask me questions. I got to choose from 4. It's like, because like you said, it's like, oh, that kind of sounds right? Or that could be right, because sometimes it's like it depends. It's one of those questions where they like kind of trick the tricky where it's like that's kind of close, but what I hate the most is when it's like they put 2 of them that are technically right, but one's more right than the other. Those is stuff because it's like they're both right. If one's more right, they're still both right. But if I can just
all that applies, that's the
right, dude, tripping with those. And then it's like, then I'll ask the questions like, well, does something act like this? And then your head is like, oh, it kind of depends. Because then it's like that answer is right if you're thinking of that perspective. Or if you're thinking this other perspective, this one could be right. It's too much. I remember used to be like, explain to me how light works instead of giving me the shit like, oh, well, light when it comes from the sun, it's made of particles called photons. Photons are weightless, but they travel at a specific speed called the speed of light. And then the charge from the sun takes 8 minutes to get here. It hits the earth, and then some of it reflects, some of it gets absorbed. That's the light we used to live.
Okay, other strip. Okay.
As simple as that. If you were listening to me, you'd be like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. Because I just regurgitated to you. First, if you gave me a question, how does light work? It's fast. It's hot. And you know what I'm saying? Like somewhere, it's like, well, technically, light's hot. If you get close to the sun, shit burn. Fast, the fastest thing in our universe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it gets tricky.
But the crazy part is, and going back on the one point you were saying, is that like how the ACT scores don't really matter. What's crazy is, have you guys seen that documentary on Netflix when it was talking about the college admissions? Like they were getting all those rich kids into colleges.
Oh, because their parents were.
Yeah, their parents were.
I didn't see the documentary, but I remember that being on the news.
So like what's crazy is that no one kind of like mentions is that like these kids that were getting to Harvard, Princeton, or getting to UCLA, and they were like not smart kids. Some of them were, like some were actually pretty smart kids, but some of them were not smart at all, but they were passing classes and like graduating.
Right. But they got in because of cheating.
Cheating and fake ACT scores and all that stuff, fake GPAs, all this other stuff.
But once they got in,
but then once they got in, they pulled it. They can do the work. So it's like, is Princeton really that prestigious that you have to be that smart to get in or to graduate Princeton? Because like you really look at it, like people that are faking it or make it, you know. But like what's crazy is also there's also stories saying that like if you go into Harvard Law, pretty much you just making it into Harvard Law is like good enough. So if you make it into the program, they're gonna pass you pretty much. Like this is like a done deal. Because there's like just so all the hard work you make to get in this room, we're gonna pass you.
Then you just got at that point you just gotta show up.
Yeah, show up. I mean, obviously try, study, do your homework, but they're not gonna be like, okay, 10% of you are not moving on next year.
Yeah, it's not like Squid Games.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing Squid Games or anything like that. They're actually gonna like, oh, once you make your, you try.
Again, I say this all the time. It's all about how bad do you want it. I'm not naturally smart. I do on podcast. I told you, I'm not naturally smart. I just want this shit so bad.
My next man.
Like grad and undergrad. I'm not naturally smart. All the smartness I have is from hours of extra learning, hours of tutoring. I needed help. We got tutoring. Obviously, I was fortunate enough to be on full scholarship, right? So we had tutors for free. I used the shit out of those tutors. Exactly. You know, I was abusing those tutors. I was like, yo, I need help. I need help. We're traveling, and I got a non-Euclidean geometry exam in 2 weeks. Non-Euclidean geometry. It's hyperbolic space. That's the type of class I was taking. That's the shit I was taking. I knew nothing. I literally traveling. I'm doing schoolwork on the road. I'm in the hotel rooms doing stuff. On the weekends, people are doing their, it's like, bro, I gotta study because I know none of this stuff. I was just gonna be undeniable. I forced my way into being smart. because I just put in, just like in the gym. If you want to get strong, you're gonna have to put your body in a lot of stress. So if I want to get smarter, all I did was the extra work and extra hours outside of the classroom. That's all. I just wanted it that bad.
This is like a good analogy. Just like if you know what I'm saying, you lift, you might not genetically have a frame to really put on a lot of muscle and things of that sort of nature. But if that requires you going to the gym more often than someone who naturally genetically has a bigger frame to add more muscle.
If you want it bad enough, your ass is gonna be in the gym lifting them weights. That's all it is, man. We're kind of lit in person. Gardens 615, man.
For real.
We got the VG Nation with us. Yeah. Lower the plug in reverse. Verse 615. Follow us Twitter at Verse 615. VG Nation. Follow my boys' podcast.
YouTube coming out soon.
YouTube coming out soon.
So,
YouTube coming soon.
then we gonna go on Twitch and see what we gonna do on the.
I'm surprised that y'all had started a Twitch account yet.
Twitch is a little too much for me.
Really?
Yeah.
You can post like your stuff on YouTube on there.
I know, but Twitch is live streaming, so like I don't have time.
You really don't have time to
I don't have time. Yeah. I haven't.
Maybe when you're done with school and everything, maybe might be a possibility.
You talking about when I'm done with my PhD and I'm gonna be a professor? I'll have to.
Maybe.
I really would have to schedule that in because I don't like I thought about Twitch, but since I don't have enough time to play my video game with it, like no way. I have for my YouTube channel I do have some like Call of Duty gameplay. I have like 130 episodes. I got one dropping every week for the rest of the year. But what I did is I think it was either spring break. I forget when it was, but I had like a lot of my time, right? No responsibility. It was either spring break.
And that's when you were gaming?
All I did was I get on, I record I would just get on for like hours for 2 or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Record every single game, and I was, get rid of the bad ones because they sleep in there. I'm not that good. I'm decent.
Uh-huh.
I would delete those, but if you do that, you talk about in 2 days of just straight playing, I can get 50, 60 episodes and just drop one a week. That's a year right there. That's kind of how I did it.
Little kids cuss me out and everything.
Yeah, so this summer I'm gonna find a week or a couple of days or I have off and I'm caught up on everything and just game my ass off for like 2 solid days. Try to get 50 because it's 52 weeks in a year. Try to get 50 to 60 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the extras set up.
I haven't played video games since like December.
Yeah.
I played last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna play video games since December, and it's almost like when you haven't played that long, you're just like, first of all, you ask yourself, what do you want to play? When you come back.
Yeah.
And then I know because GTA was real fun when me and you were playing. That was real fun. But my thing is like, what game should I play? And then it's like I gotta get good again.
Yeah.
You gotta get back in the rhythm. Now I was looking at Elden Ring.
A lot of people
stream,
playing that.
and I was like, and then just watching the reviews, I'm like, this might not be my type of game.
Oh, it takes
because I was like, I could imagine me taking about 3 hours to beat one boss or an hour and a half to beat one boss of a video game. I said I would lose my mind. And then they're like, then I just hear like reviewers just like, yeah, if you Twitch stream Elden Ring. This is the most toxic community known to man. Like they will shit on you every chance you get. Like I'm just like, oh my god. Like I'm a noob too, so they're like, what are you doing? Like, don't do. I'm like, bro, like I'm dying. Like, yeah. I'm just like, yeah, it's like that, but it's like they're not saying it. It's just like, where's your real stream? It's like,
that's a different gaming community too.
Yeah.
Like those are the people that they probably play the people that's probably talking shit. You probably play on PC. They're like, oh, it's a console.
That's what I was playing on. That's what I'm playing because I'm getting a PC.
Oh,
game building.
Yeah.
You gotta let me know how that is. I might try to dabble in a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, I'm not gonna build it. What I'm doing, it's technically custom PC, but there's this website called Light Gaming. So like you can pick out the parts and they'll build it for you.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but we're not sponsored, by the way.
That's not a paid promotion. We're brought to you by Spotify.
But yeah, so I'm actually gonna get a PC, start that up. But I think what I'm want to do is do the yard on Madden. because that's like the one game I know I'm amazing at. Like I remember I was winning like 15 games in a row, 20 games in a row. The only reason why my streaks ended was because Madden servers were terrible, EA servers, and like they would freeze up, and I couldn't keep like I had to restart it. So like almost like everybody like trust build. I almost had every build maxed out.
You were nice with it, basically.
If I want to stream and I just wanted to show how good I was at a video game, like a video game, that would be the game because it's easy and I'm really good at it. But.
Okay. Well, what's the video game that you would stream that you're like cold at?
I only really play like a few games. I don't really play a lot. I mean,
it'll be the game.
It'll be 2K. But
are you good like that?
Oh, no. I'm good at it. But there'll be one game where I slip up and I lose my shit.
Well, live streaming you might want to. That's why I like YouTube route.
Yeah.
Games
YouTube out streaming. YouTube are like YouTube gaming, I think.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Like.
But yeah, I don't use that because every now and then I'll have a game where I eat shit.
Yeah.
I'll pop that on my
if I had something to like be like where I'm consistently doing something good, like in a game or match, it'd probably be Battlefield. Because I mean, dude, with 2K, you can have a timeout, come back out, and you are not hitting nothing, just bricking. Like next thing you up 10, you down 20, you mad as hell, want to quit. So
yeah. But I feel like if I did stream, it would be. I don't know if I would go the competitive route because obviously it can get real toxic.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like the more like RPG route, just like you would like if we play Skyrim, then you like communicate with people and be like, hey, like like everybody's like
new questions.
Yeah, it's more of a interactive thing with
you have a Xenoverse?
Oh yeah, the Xenoverse.
You have the second one?
Yeah.
Because I still do that, and all I do for that one is I show people how to get the ultimate finish for each parallel quest. Because there's like
oh my god.
I've only gotten up to like parallel quest because episode 1 was parallel quest 1. So I'm only up to like episode 30. But I got one of those dropping every week. But that's easy because get on recording. Oh, hey guys, this is how you get the ultimate finish on parallel quest 26. And I'll show them a card, show them the back, the moves you can get on there, and I just do it. And then all right guys, see you next time. It's like the smoothest YouTube like gaming thing system or template. So
Cal, you watch anime? I was gonna say since we're already in the Xenoverse.
Nah.
Okay.
I did watch that basketball anime though you showed me that. Yeah, I did watch that. She was kind of lit.
You finished it?
I didn't finish it. Hold on, how many? Because there's like hella seasons you said, right?
No, it's not hella. I don't think
You
it's
said
that
it was
long.
hella seasons.
It might. I don't know how many seasons. It might be like 5 or 6.
I was thinking like 12.
It's not that.
Anime, they can come out with that stuff like really like
Who
easy.
you telling? What was the name of it again? It's the one on Netflix, the basketball anime.
Oh my god. Chrono basketball?
Yeah, it's something like that. Netflix.
Yeah, the anime, some of the anime titles.
Yeah,
I can't even.
Chrono basketball.
Sure, yeah. I bet like I just can't pronounce them.
I used to be into Dragon Ball like way back, bro. I used to be hella into that, and then just stopped.
There's
only 3 seasons.
There's only 3?
Yeah, I'm almost caught up. I'm probably trying to finish.
I think I have like maybe like obviously I'm going to go back and rewatch it to get caught back up and everything. So I was watching it. I think I had like 2 more episodes to finish season 1, but that's been like so long ago since I haven't like restarted.
Yeah,
I forgot everything. Got to go back and rewatch it. So
yeah, man, I'm glad you like that one. There's a volleyball one, bro. You gotta watch. This dude put me on this shit called Food Wars. Food Wars. It's a cooking anime. Oh, it's fantastic. But
Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars. Cause it's about this guy that's like his dad runs like a little mom and pop little shop. And he goes to this like super fancy culinary school, and these people like work at 5-star restaurants. So like he's looked down upon because he worked at like this little like shop or whatever. They're like almost like a kiosk that you see in like Chinatown, like on some shit. And so they're like, oh, you work at a little diner or something.
Yeah, when they say diner, like you work at a diner.
I work at like a 5-star hotel and like yada yada yada. But you talking about the dude can throw down. And when you walk, don't watch on empty stomach, basically.
Don't watch on empty.
Don't. Bro, this anime is so good. But here's the thing: there's a disclaimer because this dude didn't tell me this. When they eat the food, they orgasm. So I'm watching a couple episodes, and like this one dude ate something like close to him. I'm like, oh yeah, and it's like got all this like music and shit. I was like, what? I called. I was like, bro, what do you have to do? What is this? Well, like, he's like, bro, just if you get past that, that's great. I was like, all right, but no, once you get past like that, that's just them like just being like just trying to.
It's the anime is anime. It's an anime thing, bro.
So they're just real. That's just how they try to visualize to you or illustrate to you how extremely good tasting the food is.
Yeah.
Once you get past that, oh, the show's fantastic.
Okay.
And since your wrist whipping Willie,
I haven't even posted nothing on that yet.
Yeah, wrist whipping Willie, you would, bro, you'd love that anime. I know you love it. Yeah.
Cool.
And the only reason why I didn't tell you that, I was like, he watches enough anime.
Yeah.
He would know this is like he would get past this. It's
Yeah,
like
I got
anime thing. Well, I'm just talking
Oh, we didn't know.
Yeah, that's why, like, if anyone, because I have friends that try putting on anime, and I have like a go-to list of like, all right, yeah, for beginners, this is the route you need to take to get better or whatever. Not better, but get into it. And then Food Wars is never on that list, just because I like it's too weird for someone who
to get introduced.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, let's go to the Long Lost Guardian. All right, this is going on YouTube. This is my little brother Trey. He's been on the very early episodes of Guardian 615. But okay, you look cut up for a second. Cut up for it. But yeah, there's no better feeling than putting somebody on anime. I put some people on animes, they hit me like, bro, Attack on Titan was fire. And like, once you put them on that one, they love it. Oh, they know that. Bro, I'm watching this. I just talk about this. Bro, let's talk about this. And then you got another anime like you just talked about.
You said the anime culture in Texas is big, right?
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
I remember.
We went out to the mall. He's just like, I'm about to get it. He's like, if we go out, somebody goes to say something about two people. I was like, damn.
Yeah, when I wear my anime, first of all, shout out to my brother. He got me this t-shirt for my birthday. I still go anime culture is big because every time I wear my anime shirts, if I go out anywhere, somebody always say something silly, bro, because we're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna go out, somebody's gonna say something about my shirt or my shoes, because shoe culture out there is huge. And then lo and behold, we're out somewhere like, dude, I love your shirt. I was like, yeah, I like Kel. I was like, thanks, dog. Anime culture is huge out in Texas.
Yeah, just think about that. Like, I would say see, like, really, when you try to introduce someone to anime, I say the best bet is to do the thing that's the least weird.
Yeah.
And then the shows that are best at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because if there's shows that are amazing that has like slow pacing, or you really have to like, all right, it's like so now it's like this is it. Yeah, like Boruto.
Like I'm not caught up, but I'm avoiding these photos on Instagram because it looks fire as fuck right now. Where they're at, it looks elite, but it starts off slow.
Like, I would never suggest anyone One Piece. Like, at the beginning anime.
2,000 some episodes.
Yeah, I would never. Not a billion years.
I'm almost like 100 something, so I have like 9 something.
Yeah, there's people that are anime fans that have been anime fans for years, and like they can't get into One Piece.
They're putting it off
because they're just like
it's too much.
Yeah, it's like so. Because you have to go through like 1,000 some episodes, and like that's a commitment. Like, that is, like some people like, oh, girls are like, oh my god, it's Grey's Anatomy, I just started, and like girls will take a whole summer to watch Grey's Anatomy, and they just watch like 3 episodes a night, and girls are just like, oh, so many episodes was worth it. Girls love it. I'm like, that makes Grey's Anatomy look like nothing.
Yeah.
One Piece makes Grey's Anatomy look like nothing. Like it's. If you were to start episode 1 today, and realistically, like, let's say you have a life, and it would take you years. It would take you maybe 2 years, 2.5, and then like you're doing your due diligence.
That's not worth
every day to watch it.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, you'd have to have a.
It's worth it, honestly, to me. I would never put down something. I would never be like.
It's not an intro anime. It's once somebody falls deep and they're like want to get because. I'm not caught up again. I'm on episode 100, but I'm gonna get there. Again, I've been in anime since I was elementary school. And I, like you said, it's such a task. I'm like, I gotta wait. But I hear it's once you get caught up to where they are now, it's the greatest anime of all time, which is a huge statement because I have some animes close to my heart. But I can't say it's not because I'm not there yet. Yeah. I'm gonna get there at some point. But
my thing is, if you get there,
Well, here's
And it disappoints you. You gonna be
I don't want-
mad at it.
well, I don't think
It won't disappoint.
yeah,
Okay.
because I
If you
haven't
spend that
heard,
much time,
I haven't heard a negative. I haven't heard a single negative thing about One Piece. So,
Okay.
but here's the problem with it. It's at 1,000 something now. By the time you get to where it is now, it's gonna be probably another 200-300 episodes.
So you really plan to catch
It's
up.
probably it might be like a 1,500. Like when it's all said and
1,500.
done, maybe 1,600 episodes.
I don't even know.
Characters longer than that?
I don't know. I thought it was gonna be shorter. Like I thought it was gonna be about that range, and then like now what's going on with the
You're
manga?
caught up?
Yeah, I'm caught up with what's going on with the manga currently, and then what the author is saying, like how he's kind of gonna try wrapping it up, and they kind of foreshadow things finally now that
You're like, okay, where it's
but like you
oh,
can see the end in sight, like
Right.
they need to do this, this, and this, and this, but it's like, oh, but I have no idea how long that arc is gonna be. I know we have to do like
it's gonna take them a
3 or
minute
4
just
more
to
arcs.
wrap it up, type thing.
Yeah, like I know it's gonna take 3 or 4 more arcs, but this arc that we're currently in, that we speculated and forecast, we're like, yeah, this is gonna be like a year and a half. It's gonna take a year and a half. Now we're looking, it's not even near finished. It's 10 years. I'm like, how are they gonna have 3 or 4 more arcs in 500 episodes? There's no way.
They got all those episodes. How many damn characters do they got?
Oh man.
Bro, that puts into perspective, bro. For me, at least. Like,
Yeah, it is a lot of characters. I mean,
There's not a lot of main on there.
yeah, there's not a lot of characters compared to how many episodes there are. Like, there's not
Okay.
that many.
so I'm thinking like in like a typical like series like that, you're introducing people.
Yeah.
People like whatever, like they die or whatever. There's more people. Like that's how I thought it would be. So
Yeah.
Hell, even Naruto's 800 something. If you do Naruto and Shippuden, it's like 800, 900. That is Naruto's tricky when it comes to like intro animes. I don't suggest Naruto, but I always keep it in the back of their head, like, oh, you should try this now. But you gotta get to Naruto because that to me is my favorite anime of all time. Is Naruto, especially Shippuden. But there's Naruto and Shippuden, and then between it's the same show. There's a 3-year gap in between them, so they like came back. And made Shippuden.
okay.
But it's like 400 something, and then the Shippuden's like I think close to 500. So you're talking about 900 total.
Mhm.
But it's such phenomenal anime. I always say like once you get into anime, I always say, all right, once you're in it and they're like, I love anime, then that's like a start Naruto.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, I feel like you go through phases.
Yeah.
You definitely go through phases because it really depends on the type of stuff you like. Like I always suggest like Death Note to people because that's
I'm
what they're
iffy with Death Note. Because
I mean,
I'm
it's a classic, and then with Death Note, it's a classic, and like it has a really suspenseful. So it's like something that's gonna catch your attention, and it's going to.
oh, if you're
Have it the whole
into like murder mysteries.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
I always ask like, are you into murder mysteries and like
You know, love crime
Crime
stuff.
stuff, they
Yeah,
do-
I love
they
the crime.
love
I love
it.
crime stuff.
yeah, I always that's how I kind of
Like there's people that not even into anime that have heard what Death Note is
Yeah.
or know what Death Note is. Like pretty. Yeah, so
I would suggest like My Hero, something like it. I gotta know the person.
Yeah.
So if you
I would say this season, this last season, I didn't really like it that much. It was just like,
not much is really going on.
yeah. I don't know, the villains is pretty interesting. The villain arc.
Did you do or?
The dude that with the hands.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like starting to get ready for the big.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. But it's like
He
the only thing with My Hero that I kind of like don't like is that it switches to the switches are too big of dynamics. Like they'll be having a fight or a whole arc about like the world about being saved, or they're having this mission that either this mission fails and the world ends, and then like the next episode they're back in school like doing some training. And I'm just like,
yeah.
what is it?
It digresses.
Yeah, like it's just too much. Like
Because all I had was they beat it, and then they're in school to train to be heroes, but they kind of get thrown in to be heroes, and after that, instead of becoming heroes, aren't like they just all schooling. They'll be like, yeah, go back to school. Now they're back to. I'm like, they just fought all for one. Or it's
like they made so much progression. It's like we want to always keep raising the bar.
Yeah.
And so like if you're doing that, we want to see like them become heroes, and now them progressing as a character, all this other stuff, and then like now it's like, oh yeah, they did this amazing feat or this crazy character development happened, but now we're going to have
some school.
yeah, we're gonna have summer school, and now they're gonna have like some festival, and they have to build.
I hate it.
They have to build some festival, like now their class is doing a maid cafe, and it's I'm just like, what? We were just on some hype Batman like progression, like
Avengers, like world ending.
It's like, wow, we're back to this. Like, why can't we just go your world building?
Yeah,
we could discover things, have questions about like, so many things about the world. Now we're back in this festival.
You like fighting anime? Well, you don't see the basketball. Do you like fighting stuff?
Yeah, I told Kylan I used to be in the Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, bro. So I got one that's for this is my favorite short anime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only 2 seasons. It's called Fate State Night Unlimited Blade Works. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix. My favorite short anime. You can literally finish it in a couple days. Because it's like each episode 22 minutes. There's only like I think
the first episode is like 43 minutes.
Is it longer?
Yeah, the first episode. I think using all the Fate franchises, the first episode is like because it like explains everything. Introduces everybody.
But it's only like 24 episodes, 12 episodes a season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got everything I love in anime. It's got character development, it's got this plot twist, it's got the fighting's amazing, and it's got like an overall arching like theme because they're all trying to fight for this holy grail so they can make a wish, yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. So it's not just like useless fighting, it's like they're fighting for a reason. And then there's like strategy behind, so it's not just just brawl, it's like strategic fighting in it. And the plot twist in it is so good. It's my favorite short anime of all time. I love it. I always suggest to people that like fighting type or action type like movies or shows in general, because it's easy. You can finish it in a weekend, and then once you're like, oh, this is anime, cool. And then I can kind of like guide them into like other stuff.
Okay,
I love it. All right, turns on. Yeah, you'll know what that means. But all right, y'all want to get ready to watch this game, the Miami Heat game in 76ers?
And
I hope his mic's on.
I've been dead. I'm so mad. Hold on. Was it? Are they down 3 right now? Or no, it's 2-1, right?
Yeah, 2-1.
Okay, because they won that last game, right?
Yeah, that's 76-1.
Okay. So I was about to say they went down 3-0.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Garden 615. Mitch couldn't be here, but we have Mark, we had Calvin, and I'd like to appreciate my brother for hopping on. VG Nation again, y'all go check out. Give them the socials. Give them the socials.
Verse 615 at Twitter.
Verse 615 at Twitter. Y'all already know. Shout out to the Ivy Talks Nation. We are over 1,400 followers on Twitter. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. I appreciate all 50, 60 new subscribers. We're going up. You know, we do it for people watching. But we're out. We'll catch you guys next time. Deuces. Oh, we're gonna do what's on the feet. Y'all want to do what's on the feet?
What's on the feet?
This is what I'm doing my strip.
Y'all want to get embarrassed.
What's on the feet? Yeah, let me go first. I'll set the bar. Let me show y'all this. So what we got right here, it's called the Rivera Ones. It's an exclusive hot pair right here. You know what I'm saying? They only make 8,000 of these in the world. Your boy got one of them. So Jordan 1, we're billionaires.
No, I'm saying got the Air Maxes.
Oh no,
the Air Maxes, yes sir. Knock out. Thank you for the discount, $70.
And then we got the Converse.
We got the Converse. New Converse came out. Shout out DSW. Always get me right.
615 baby 37179. Oh, we're looking at the. Okay.
Okay,
You got the fours. You got the fours. All right. We'll see you guys.